Hello, just a really quick one tonight really. In the last live stream I was having some problems linking two rooms together, and it was just a setting in Unity 6 as I expected that I needed to put right. But since then I've done another background art. So I've done all of the kitchen background art now. There'll be a time lapse out there as well. If that's done, I shall link it up there. So you can see a time lapse of the whole kitchen being drawn. So I'm going to just swap out the placeholder art that I put, fix the walkable area, and do the links between the doors. So it'll be a really quick one tonight, but hopefully it'll be useful. So let's crack on. So this is the incredible placeholder art for the kitchen, and I made a decision actually not to have the character come in from the bottom here. They're going to come in from the side. I did another video which I'll link up in the corner about using SketchUp to get the perspective right of a scene, so you can draw your pixel art over that kind of 3D perspective, which has been really handy here. So the time lapse has got that in as well when I drew this kitchen backdrop. So I've got all the kitchen bits ready to pull in, so I'm going to just crack on. So this basic backdrop, I'm going to replace that with the kitchen all layers. So that's the art that I drew for the kitchen. You can see it's got a vignette. Oh, I call it a vignette, but it's that foreground black, dark shadowed things, Sam and Max style. And I've got the wrong walkable area and things, so we just need to sort those two things out. So what I'm going to do is create another layer for the vignette, or foreground, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to pop that on there, on the foreground. So it's sitting over the top of the other one. If I hid that one, you should be able to see what's going on. That's basically the vignette bit, or the foreground bit that sits over it. Got an interesting bit with the glass that's semi-transparent there as well, so we'll see how that works. I'll give that a go. Right, so that's all ready to go. We need to change the walkable area. So we go nav mesh walkable, edit that. So we just want to get that in so that when Clive comes through the door, he can walk right the way up here at the table, right the way to the front, not all the way around to that box actually. So just near the bin, there's a little mouse trap on the floor there as well. That'll come into play later. And then we'll just hug the edge of the kitchen cabinets. Perhaps I'll get a bit higher there, but make sure he can't walk into the door. Something like that. I think that'll do. Excuse me. So that's the walkable area. The exit back to the office. We just want to move that and put its center roughly over there. It's a box collider, this, because it's going to be the door. It's going to be, I'm going to put it right in the middle of the door actually. Edit that. As I've said in the other live stream, these don't have to be box colliders, you can make them polygons, but that's absolutely fine, that. And then we've got some markers we need to move as well. So the exit to office marker, that's where the character will walk to leave, and the direction they'll be facing when they leave. And then the other one is the player start, and that is where the player appears and the direction that he's in when he comes into this room. So make sure they're always in the walkable area, so that should be fine. I click play. Clive's probably going to be the wrong size, I'd imagine. Yep, see, he's absolutely huge. So while we're in play mode, we're just going to edit the scaler, and it is called, what is it called? Good question. Completely forgotten what they're called. Sorting maps, which doesn't make much sense, I admit. So it's this scaling curve here for how big he is. Do you know, I think I might just do this one linear. I think it's going to make a bit more sense. Yeah, let's just do it linear instead. So linear, we've got a start scale, so we want him about that big when he's at the top, and then if we walk over there, it's about the right height for the cabinet, maybe a touch higher, and then when he comes all the way down here, we want him to be a bit bigger. Yep, so that looks good. He's not going behind the vignette, so we just need to change the layer sorting order of them. But that's good. Still sliding about. We haven't done the animation walk cycles yet. Let's try the to office action. We need to set these up actually. So click stop there. Oh, I forgot to. Typical. Unbelievable. I think it was 150, 100. Let's try that again. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, 150, 100 for that. So we've got that sorted. It's over here, the scaling thing, and the bottom of it needs to be at the bottom of the walkable area, and the top needs to be at the top. That's how it works. I usually leave it off the side there, so it just doesn't get in the way while I'm looking at things. We've got the lighting as well. Still not totally sure what I'm going to be doing, whether I'm going to do use Unity's lights to add a bit more atmosphere to these things, or whether that's not in the spirit of retro games. I'm kind of starting to think that we could do some really interesting things with the light, actually, especially like the main light up here. Might be able to provide some light, or light coming through that window that might affect, but I won't do that in that tutorial, or in this recording. I'll do it in a separate tutorial. Okay, so we just need to check that interaction. So when you click on the exit to office, he walks to the marker exit office, which is correct. And we haven't set up any use interaction, so what we want to do is set that up now. So when the user uses the door, you should walk to the marker, and we'll create a interaction. And what we want to happen is a scene switch, and we're going to choose it by name and just remind ourselves what we called it. It should be scene. Let's take a guess. Scene underscore office. I think I made them all lowercase actually. So that should be fine. We'll double check. So the problem before, the build profiles, so when you have to include them, all the other scenes that you might want to switch to, I had done that, and the build button was greyed out, and this said switch profile, and it's because I didn't understand the new Unity 6 build profiles. I'd created this Windows one, but the old one was still active up there. So you click the set active, and then it just worked straight away. So it's called scene office. This should now when we play here. Should let you move about. Got the scaling right, just need to change the layer order, and then when we click on to office, there you go, and he arrives in the office. And I think I haven't set that one up yet, but we can do that quickly. So I'll just save the kitchen. Let's load the office. So we want to create a new hotspot. And we're going to call it exit to kitchen. Pull it into there. Pop it in the middle of the door. Fill the door. Oops. Misclicked. And then this is the label that you'll see on screen, to kitchen. We want a walk to marker creating. We want to make sure that's somewhere in the walkable area. So that's where he's going to walk to just before he goes out. And then we want a use interaction. So when you use this door, this hotspot effectively, the player walks to the walk to marker, we create a new interaction. And again, this is a simple scene switch. I'll do a tutorial with some other things you can do. There's things like fading out, fading back in, choosing a different camera, playing a sound effect as it changes between doors. I'm going to set those up in little template actions where you can just put the scene name in, and it'll do all the other little bits in between. So scene kitchen is the one we're going to load. That should be fine. Just give that a save. Haven't got the desk in here, by the way. Might have noticed that if I turn the gizmos on, you can see the walkable area and all of these, but I didn't drop the desk in yet. So if I go to kitchen, and then he loads into the kitchen, and then to office, and he loads in the office. You'll notice some little black bars popping down. It's because I installed a little add-on which I need to remove at some point. It's cutscene borders. So it's it basically brings borders in whenever there's a cutscene, and when you move between scenes it can be classed as a cutscene. I just want to remove that, but I might just see if I can turn it off like that. That might not work actually, but just see if that remedies it for now, till we actually want to use that. Yeah, so it's not using that anymore. So we can now move to the kitchen. We can move to the office, and I think I might have even done the shop floor one when I was testing this out. Nope. Let's do it really quickly. So exit to shop floor. We're going to go scene, shop floor. Just make sure everything else is right. There's a walk to marker. It's that one there. Lovely. And that's all correct. Okay, let's give that a save. Double check that. It might be that I haven't got an arrival point in. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he's arriving in the wrong place at the moment, but we can sort that out. Oh, and he's going to the wrong scene, and that's because we were using numbers. If you were watching the other stream, if I go to the shop floor, haven't finished the pixel art for this one. I've elongated it, so I've got a lot of extra work to do there, giving myself more to do. So exit to office. There's a walk to marker. Let's just pull that a little bit closer actually. Get that a bit closer there. But I know what we set up. We set up numbers rather than names. So in here, name, I want to go scene, office. And actually, this is one of those moments where this is actually one of the game starts that we're using, our play start, sorry. I'm going to duplicate this play start. I'm just going to call it play start from office, so I remember what's what. Drag it over here, and this is a really nifty little feature. So if you've arrived in this scene from the office, then that is where the player will start. So you can have multiple player starts. So previous scene activation by name, scene, office, then that's where he should appear from. And then similarly in the office, what we should do, we've got a few different ones here. So this one hopefully is the previous scene activation is the shop floor, so he arrives at that one. This one, previous scene activation, is from the kitchen, and this one is from the storeroom. I haven't done the storeroom yet, but hopefully now we can transition between them all. I've just noticed there isn't any overlay graphics there. We'll load them and have a look in a moment. So to kitchen, to office, to shop floor. Perfect. And back to office. Oh, it's coming the wrong one. So that's interesting. I'm pretty sure I just checked that. So this one is from scene shop floor. And that one is from scene storeroom. Ooh. Something strange happening there. That's spelled correctly, isn't it? Scene shop floor. Not quite sure what's going wrong there. It certainly shouldn't be coming in that one. Let's just delete that one for now. We haven't got the storeroom set up anyway. Did I create the office? No, I haven't outputted the office foreground yet that completes that scene. But let's just see if we go to the kitchen and the foreground, we want to put that on layer 10. I think the character's on layer 0. So that should now be, you can see it's in front of him. You can even see through the glass if you look carefully there as well. There's like a little semi-transparent glass just there. You can see his hands pass through it. So he's now below this layer. Excellent. Happy with that. Nice short one. Not sure why it was jumping to the other one. I might do it again. No, there we go. We'll work out what was going wrong there. So, hope that's been helpful. Got him moving between the different scenes. Got a brand new scene in there as well, which is great. Really happy with how that's all looking. Lots of objects to put interactions on in there, so we'll do a tutorial with that shortly. So once again, thanks very much for watching. Thanks for the new subscribers. Please subscribe if you can. It's dead simple, just click the button and I'll be putting out more videos and doing more of these as soon as I've got some time. Okay, thanks for watching.